Hey everybody, this is Kristen, sports dietitian, certified personal trainer, and owner of Elite Nutrition and Performance. I have all my food here for the week that I'm going to cook. I'm going to show you how it's all done. Everybody always asks me, how in the world do you cook for two people? How do you cook all these meals and actually eat home-cooked meals throughout the week? And I'm going to show you how it's done. I actually cook all of my meals on Sundays. It is a Sunday afternoon right now, and I basically cook all my meals for the week. I package it up into containers and I put half in the fridge, half in the freezer, and I'm good to go for the week. I don't have to cook anything. So, like I said, I'm going to show you how it's done, but just a quick tip on some of the things that I use that make my life a lot easier. I have some kitchen gadgets that I use. One of them is right here. This is a mandolin or a slicer. So I have a cucumber here. All you do is you just run this along the blade and it comes out into these nice slices of cucumber. So I use that a lot. I have a crock pot which is over to the side. I use that pretty much every week because I put chicken or pork tenderloin in there and I can just set it and forget it. Never have to check on it for a couple of hours, and that makes everything just very, very easy. I also use the oven a lot, as well as I have a rice cooker. It's not the greatest, but it gets the job done. So those are some things that I use. Best thing that I can tell you is to get everything in place that you are going to use so you're not running all over the kitchen. If you are following recipes, make sure that you have them printed out and you can refer back to them very easily. I actually have my phone here and I'm just going to look up the recipes on my phone. That makes everything pretty easy as well. And that's it. So like I said, after everything's cooked, we're going to package them up into containers and then everything will be ready to go for the week. So what I'm making today is jalapeno cheddar quinoa bites or poppers. They're basically like little muffins. Some chicken lettuce wraps, kind of like you would get from P.F. Chang's, but a little bit healthier, as well as quinoa pizza crust and chicken with spinach and artichokes that is just baked off in the oven. So, like I said, I'm going to cook all that for the week, and I will be good to go. I won't have to cook anything else. So I am going to get started, and then we will check in once everything is cooked, and I'll show you how to package it all up. Okay, just kind of checking in with where we are with everything. So I just made a tomato, cucumber, and green onion salad. I'm going to add some avocado to this, but I just put this together in probably about 2 minutes here. I just sliced everything up on my mandolin, dumped a pint of grape tomatoes, chopped up some green onions, put some olive oil, some red wine vinegar, and some basil on top. And this is basically good to go. I'm not going to add my avocado just yet because those are probably need another day before they would be ready to go because they're a little hard right now. So I'm just going to shake this up. And I'm going to bring you over to the stove and you can kind of see what's going on over there. So I am browning my my chicken here, and I have my quinoa cooking. It's actually going overboard. So all that's going, and I'm going to next start on my chicken lettuce wraps. I'm actually using ground turkey because the ground turkey was on sale. So stay tuned, and we will get everything together and prep them and put them into little containers for the rest of the week. All right, everybody, checking in with my progress so far. So I've gotten a lot of things done. I'm just going to show you what's been going on. Right here, I have my chicken lettuce wrap ingredients. Everything's all put together. This is just my ground turkey, water chestnut, mushrooms, green onion, ginger, hoisin sauce, soy sauce, sesame oil, those types of things. It's really, really good. All right, in the oven, I have some sweet potato slices baking up, plus my chicken with spinach and artichokes. That's in the red container there. And then if we come over here, this is my all the ingredients actually for the jalapeno and cheddar quinoa poppers. So that's about to go into the oven as soon as I mix everything up and I put it into the little muffin tins. And then the next thing that I'll start to do is work on my quinoa pizza crust. And after that, I'm actually
done. So it really hasn't taken me very long to get all this stuff done. You just kind of go very, very fast and put everything together at the same time, do multiple things at once, and that's why I recommended printing out those recipes before you got started. So I will check in with you again in a couple minutes and just let you know when everything is done. Okay, so checking in again, I want to show everybody my quinoa crust that I made for my pizza. And I'm going to add some tomato sauce that I made, and I'll explain that real quick with some cheese and throw it back in the oven. So just want to update everybody on where I'm at. So let me show you over here. So this right here is the quinoa crust, and I have some tomato sauce that I made right here. I actually make my own tomato sauce. It's very easy. I just have use one big can, 32-ounce can of tomato sauce, 32-ounce can of diced tomatoes, and then one of those small cans of tomato paste. Add it to the pot. I also use garlic-infused oil. You can make your own, where you just take a little bit of oil, chop up some garlic, put that in there, saute it, and then you get the garlic flavor out of it. Discard the garlic, and that's actually what I did. Added about a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of dried basil, and then some green onions. So I'm going to measure out a cup of sauce here, and then I'm going to add this to my pizza. Actually, this might be the easier way. So I'm just going to put this right on top of my pizza crust. And I'm sure a number of you are asking, how in the world do I know how much of this stuff to put on, and how am I going to know how this is going to fit into my day? And while I was waiting for everything just to finish up, I went ahead into my Fitness Pal and put in all the recipes. And it's actually really easy because you can import the recipe just by putting in the link. So if the recipe came from online, you can import the recipe that way, and it'll actually calculate the nutrition facts for you, so you don't even have to worry about it. So I just went in and did that and put in some modifications because, of course, I can't follow a recipe, and put in my own modifications. So I calculated everything out, so I know how much cheese and how much sauce to put onto my pizza before it goes back into the oven. So I'm just going to show you that here. So hopefully this pizza turns out pretty good. And I actually have some leftover ground venison. Yes, ground venison. We're in South Carolina here. We use that instead of ground beef sometimes. I'm going to add that to the top of this pizza before I bake it in the oven, just to give it a little bit more protein. And that'll be it. That's my pizza. So here I have the jalapeno cheddar quinoa muffins. I have my baked sweet potato slices here. I have some rice going on the stove, and then I have everything else cooked. So in just a minute, we're going to put everything together in containers and be good to go for the week. Okay, so I'm going to start assembling everything. What I already have done here are the little muffins, the quinoa cheddar jalapeno cheddar quinoa muffins. I'm getting everything confused. I put them all into little individual baggies. These will just be snacks, so one will be a snack. So those are already done. I have my iceberg lettuce. This is to wrap the P.F. Chang's chicken or ground turkey lettuce wraps in. Ideally, I would have used like red leaf lettuce or good lettuce, but I couldn't find any, so I just got iceberg lettuce. So what I'm going to do now is I have over here, if you can see, my food scale, and I have a container. So I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to put my sweet potatoes in the container as my starch, and then here I have my chicken with the spinach and the carrots and the artichokes and all that. So I'm going to weigh out about 100 grams of sweet potatoes because I know that's what I need. That's roughly about like 25 grams of carbohydrates. So perfect. All right, so that's 103. And then I need to get a utensil. So for this chicken here, I'm actually going to measure out, I want about 4 ounces of chicken. And I know this because I have already figured this out with the recipe. So that's something that you'll have to figure out when you make things on your own. So I'm just going to cut off a piece of chicken here and Hope that's about right. Just going to keep adding until it gets up to the 4 ounces. Perfect. Okay. So I know how many servings I'm getting out of this, and I know that I'm getting about, let's see, 10 servings. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the spinach and the carrots, and then there's a whole bunch of broth down there that I'm going to add to this. That would be really good. And that's actually it. That is one complete meal, and I'll show you what this looks like if you can see that. So that's my sweet potatoes with my chicken, artichoke, spinach, carrots, and actually I'm going to grab some of this broth to put in here. And that's it. So what I'm going to do now is just continue to package up all these meals, and that'll be it for this meal. And then we'll start working on the lettuce wraps. Okay, everybody, I have everything packed out here. So I put the chicken lettuce wraps with some brown rice in here. I have them divided out into 8 containers, which is exactly how many servings I have. I also have my bags of lettuce to go with each of them. I actually ran out of rice, so I have these 3 containers over here that I still need to fill, and I have some rice cooking. But here I have my chicken with the spinach and artichokes and some sweet potatoes. I have my quinoa, jalapeno cheddar muffins. Let's see, these are all, this is my quinoa pizza in these containers here. And then I have my tomato cucumber salad in these little containers over here. So this is everything that I cooked. They're now in containers, and you can see basically how this all works. You just cook all the food, and then you divide it out into containers. And like I said, I'll put half in the fridge, half in the freezer. Some things that you don't want to freeze are like, these bags of lettuce, obviously. But so that's it. So these are all my meals for the week. I have, things like fresh fruit that I'll fill in the blanks with for snacks and that sort of thing. But basically, I'm done. I don't have to cook anything else for the week. So some of you may be thinking there's no way in hell that you would ever do this. This is too much work. But for me, it works because I don't want to cook when I get home. I want to just be able to pull things out of the refrigerator in the morning when I go to work. You can see my big lunch box up there. That's what I put everything in. So it works for me. It's very, very easy. So right now in my prep, I'm pretty early on, so I can cook all these different fancy meals. As I get closer to my show, I may just start to keep it more simplistic, where I'm really just eating, big chicken, brown rice, and some vegetables, and that's it, and, not making all these recipes. But for right now, I can do it, so I'm going to. I like to cook, like I said, and I really like to enjoy my food. So so that's what I'm going to do for now. And then, like I said, when I get into more of my prep, when I get closer to my show, I may cut back. Just depends on how my body reacts to things. However, this is something that anybody can do. If you have a family, if you live by yourself, if it's just you and your spouse, you can do this. So I hope this was helpful for everybody. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I will answer them on the next video. Thanks for watching.